Sounds good. Okay, so I will go ahead and get started then. So hello, everyone. My name is Christina Spangler, and I am an Education Abroad Advisor at Kent State University, which is located in Kent, Ohio. So Kent State University and Webster University have had a really great long-standing partnership where we have been able to utilize and share programs with each other to provide a lot of opportunities for our students to study abroad. So we are going to talk today specifically about the Kent State Florence Center in Florence, Italy, and just some of the overall information about the program in general. So our Kent State Center in Florence is a really great opportunity for Webster students because when you are participating in the program, you will continue to pay your Webster tuition that you would typically pay. And because of our great longstanding relationship, the courses that you take will transfer back to Webster University. And we make that transfer process pretty easy and pretty seamless to work through. In addition, you are able to utilize any financial aid that you have available through Webster University. And then, of course, when you're studying at Kent State University in Florence, you'll be studying with a lot of other college students, both from Kent State, from Webster, and from all over the US, and in some cases, all over the world. So it's a really great, diverse student body and gives you the opportunity to meet new people and make new friends while you're there. So we offer programs both during the semester, so students can study abroad for the fall semester, the spring semester, or they can choose to do both and have a full academic year. We also have some summer programs that we offer as well. So I'll go a little bit more in depth into those towards the end of the program and kind of give you an idea of some of the dates and what to expect for each of those program types. But another reason that our program is really kind of seamless, it's an easy transition because we offer a lot of support for our students. So both as you're preparing to go abroad, we offer a lot of support through the Office of Global Education here in Kent, Ohio. And honestly, one of the bright sides to the pandemic, if you can say things like that, is that because we are also adept to using things like Zoom, we can offer a lot of assistance now to our students through at Webster University through meetings that are online and virtual, and we're still able to connect in that way. So through Kent State, as part of our program, we do offer a group flight, so we can assist students with booking their travel to and from Florence. We offer pretty extensive orientation, so both a pre-departure orientation, but also an orientation session that we do called Flashes to Florentines. So those very specifically focus on really items that our students have told us are kind of crucial for them to know before they go abroad. So we talk about what it's like to live your daily life in Florence, like what is the things that you should expect when you're at the grocery store. So a lot of students don't know that you have to weigh your groceries before you check out, otherwise they will yell at you. So we talk about a lot of those things. We typically have our alumni come in and talk about their experience studying in Florence, health and safety, just things like that. We also assist our students with housing. So I'll talk a little bit more about housing later. And then also we help our students with applying for their visa if they need a visa to study abroad. In most cases, students will for the semester, and sometimes students will during the summer as well. But in any case, we can assist you with that process. We have also, Kent State has been in Florence for almost 50 years. 2022 is our 50th anniversary. So Kent State is a really integral part of the community in Florence, and you'll definitely find that when you're in Florence. There are several, restaurants and shop owners and that type of thing that when they find out you're a Kent State student, they'll get really excited, maybe offer you some free bread or something like that. So Kent State has a really great reputation in Florence, and because of that, we have a lot of great opportunities for our students while you're there. And then, of course, we have our faculty members who are very experienced, renowned in their field, who offer a lot of great insights in the courses that you take. But we also have a full staff in Florence as well. So we have a director, we have student life coordinators. They're really there for you with whatever you may need. So whether it's a question about the courses that you're taking, you're looking for a recommendation for a restaurant, or if you are not feeling well, they can assist you in kind of all of those things and getting you the help that you need while you're there on the ground. So in Florence, Kent State University, we utilize Palazzo Vittori. So this is our palace where it's kind of our academic building in Florence. So it is very centrally located within the city center. So I know a lot of people, when they think of Florence, the first thing that comes to mind is the big red dome, the Duomo. So our Kent State Center is actually just 2 blocks, probably about 5 minutes walking distance from the Duomo. So it's really, really centrally located and gives you really easy access to everything within the city center. Within Palazzo Vittori, like I said, this is going to be your academic home while you are there. So it includes all of your classroom spaces. There's a full library for students who are studying architecture, fashion, or interior design. They also have the studio spaces right here in Palazzo Vittori. We have labs for our biology students and different things like that as well. And then we also have a lot of great little just lounge areas where you can sit to study or hang out with your friends, including a beautiful courtyard, which is right in the center of this building here. In terms of housing, so this is actually one of my favorite parts of our program, is the apartments where students stay. So as part of this program, our students live in real Italian apartments that are scattered throughout the city center of Florence. So in the historic city center, there are no high-rise buildings. So we don't have any, high-rise apartment buildings. We don't have dormitories or anything like that. The apartments that students stay in are real Italian apartments that we lease from a local leasing agency. So because of this, the apartments are all really, really unique. So it's very different than what we're used to here in the US, where we may think of, there are 50 dorm rooms and they all look exactly the same. That is not the case in Florence. Every apartment is unique. The size will be different. The layout is different. The furniture is different. So I do have a few photos here just to kind of give you an idea of what to expect. But again, just know that every single apartment is very, very unique. So this is a really great opportunity for students because it gives you that really immersive experience of living like a Florentine right in the historic city center. So in your actual apartment, you would be living with other students who are studying abroad with Kent State. However, in the building, you may have neighbors next door who are an Italian family, maybe someone upstairs that's an Italian college student. So you really do get to experience what it's like to live like a Florentine. And the apartments are scattered throughout the city center. So typically they're anywhere from 5 to 15 minutes walking distance to get to Palazzo Vittori, our academic building. But they are all over the place. So your apartment may be on top of a coffee shop, or it might be overlooking the Arno River. They're really varied in both their locations and their layouts, but all of them are very centrally located. With our apartments, if you do know other students who are participating in the program, you can request to live with another student. If not, then we kind of put students in randomly with random roommates, which always seems to work out for students too. A lot of our students who end up, maybe doing a random roommate and they're a little bit nervous about it, almost always they walk away with this new best friend because they've experienced so much together by living together in Florence. So most of our apartments, they can really range anywhere from 2 students in an apartment all the way up to 8 students in an apartment. But I would say more realistically, it's typically 4 to 6 students. And typically there is a shared bedroom. So you'd be sharing a bedroom with one other student. If you wanted a completely private apartment, so living just totally by yourself, you are able to request that. These are just limited and they may be coming at an additional cost. So it's important to reach out and let us know that in advance. So in terms of the courses that you'll be taking, we offer a pretty large variety of courses in a lot of different subjects. So you can kind of see listed here all of the overarching subjects or topics that are taught in Florence. We do have our full course list available online. For our semester program, our courses stay pretty much the same from semester to semester. So what you see listed there is likely what exactly will be offered in the semester that you go. However, for our summer program, our courses in the summer change pretty drastically every summer. So those will change from summer to summer, but for the semester, this is a good idea of what is offered. In terms of our classes, they do meet just Monday through Thursday. So this means every week students have a 3-day weekend. So you have Friday, Saturday, and Sunday off from classes. And students can sometimes even arrange their schedule so they only have Tuesday, Thursday classes. So I have seen students do that before. But one of the things that I love about our courses that are offered in Florence is really the learning style or the teaching style of our professors is in most cases pretty different from what we're used to here in the United States. And you really do have the benefit of being right in Florence because you will be using the city of Florence as your classroom. So while maybe some days you'll be sitting in the classroom for your classes, a lot of times you will be out and about in the city, going to museums and experiencing different aspects of Italian life and visiting all these historical sites in person. So it's a really experiential and unique way to learn content that otherwise you may have learned just from, slides on a screen or something like that. In addition, we do also organize some academic field trips and cultural activities for our students as well. So these do vary from semester to semester and summer to summer. And of course, currently with COVID-19, there may be some restrictions on travel. However, typically in terms of our academic field trips, students have gone to these various places within Italy. So when you apply for the program for the semester, you would apply as part of a cohort based on your major. And with the other students in your cohort, you would visit different cities within Italy that are relevant to the course material that you're learning. So you can see in the past, some of the more popular destinations have been Rome, Venice, Pisa, Milan. Typically, students are able to travel to those locations. And then in addition, we also offer some cultural activities. So these have included before a night at the opera, joining a KSU soccer team that actually competes against the other American universities that are in Florence. So that's always a really fun time. And then we often do Italian cooking classes and different museum visits as well. Okay, so just some of the program details. So for our semester program, I just have kind of the average dates that typically our program takes place. So for the fall semester, the dates are usually sometime in mid to late August to mid-December. In the spring semester, early January to mid-May. So the academic calendar does follow pretty closely to what you're used to at Webster University. Usually the start date is just a little bit early because you'll, of course, take time to depart to get there and then have an on-site orientation once you've arrived before classes start. I also have just a general breakdown of the fees for the program. So of course you'd be paying your tuition and then your airfare. So that could be through the group flights that we talked a little bit about, or you are also able to purchase your own airfare independently if you would prefer to do that. And then the additional fees would be your housing, international health insurance, those field trip fees, your program fee, and some of your course materials. So again, we do have a more detailed breakdown online, and you can also find that through Webster in the online application too. If you're interested in studying abroad in Florence for the summer, we actually are offering this summer our Florence Summer Institute with 2 sessions. So typically our Florence Summer Institute, it's a month-long program. So students can choose to go either during the month of June or the month of July. So there are those 2 separate sessions. And again, I have the fee breakdown so you can kind of see all of the same things are included, but obviously the cost is a little bit less because you're there for not quite as long as the semester. So again, we have more information on our website about the Florence Summer Institute, and our courses for the Florence Summer Institute will be posted on our website within the next couple weeks. So those should be ready as well. So how to apply for the program. So Typically the application opens, I would say about 10 months before the departure date for the program. So just to give you an idea, around Thanksgiving break of this year, our fall 2022 application will have opened, just to give you kind of a timeline idea there. But definitely in terms of starting the application process, first, you'll definitely want to make sure that you talk with your education abroad advisor at Webster University. And then you'll start the online application through Webster for the Florence program. We also have full application instructions on our website. So once you're ready to then move on to starting the Kent State University application, it will give you the steps on how to get started there. So you would first apply as a guest student to Kent State. Once you're accepted, you would then complete the Kent State Study Abroad application as well. And I do have the application deadlines listed here. So our fall program, the deadline is always April 15th. Spring programs are always October 1st. And then the summer program, we actually have 2 application deadlines. So the first is February 1st, and that's our priority deadline for any student who wants to do that group flight to Florence. The final deadline is March 1st. So if you're comfortable with arranging your own travel, it's okay to wait until March 1st to submit your application.
And then Christina, can I just inject for Webster students too, for anybody, especially talking about booking that flight, it's great to be able to be on group flights and fly with everybody else, but talking about worrying about cost and things like that, that students who go to Kent State Florence for a full semester or the summer program from Webster are eligible to apply for the Webster World Traveler Program, even though you're studying at a campus other than a Webster International campus. Because of our partnership agreement, you're eligible for the award, which means that Webster will still cover the cost of your airfare. So you can get a scholarship, and that's a cost that Webster will cover for Webster students going to Florence. So something that you don't have to worry about budgeting for as much.
Awesome. Great. Thanks, Tyler. All right, so I am wrapping up now, but I did want to kind of just give a little promotion for an event that we have coming up, especially for those of you who are interested in coming to Florence. So similar to the week that you're having here at Webster, we also have a similar Education Abroad Information Week next week. And one of our events is a live Q&A from Florence, Italy, with the director of our program, Fabrizio Ricciardelli. So for all of you, that will take place on Friday, September 24th at 8 a.m. your time. And in order to join and to watch, you would just need to be following the Instagram account at Kent State Florence. We'll be going live from that Instagram account. So it'll just be a really nice time to be able to talk to Fabrizio, who is on the ground in Florence, and he'll be talking about some things regarding our program and interacting with some of our students who are there this semester as well. So mark your calendar if you're interested in joining in. And that is all that I have for you. So if you have any questions, I'm happy to answer those now. And of course, you can always take down my phone number and my email address in case you wanted to reach out at a later date as well.